Okay, cool. Okay, so this is great. We are going to hear you, Isaac. I mean, you have a clinic and you have no problem recommending this to you sign up multiple patients in a day. Sometimes 3 in a day you've done. And so can you just share with us, like, what is it that you actually say and how do you present it? And, what is your verbiage
So,
and your mindset?
you know, yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I heard somebody mention share because you care.
Yeah.
So I don't start from me. I start on the other side. Uh, I start with the patient. The patient is telling me that they have headaches, or they want to lose weight, or they have a heart problem, or they have a lung problem. And so whatever the disease process that they're going through, that's what they're sharing with me. And I'm equating it to there is an issue in the system, mainly the liver, the intestines, and I start explaining to them how, uh, like if they have tinnitus, it has to do with the liver. If they have psoriasis, it has to do with the liver. If it has
Everything
to
comes
do,
back to the liver.
yeah, it comes back to the liver and comes back to the intestines being jammed and not processing the food. And so I go from there and I say, I have this amazing product that I do myself. My wife is doing it. I recommend it to all my patients. And then I say, and I recommend for you to do it. I have patients that lost weight. I had patients with heart conditions, lung conditions, headaches, and uh, people are like, I have a very good friend who had recovered from Hashimoto.
Ah, you got a story. This is
I got
the
a
thing.
story.
Here's what I want you to hear, if anything, Jamil, is that the story, facts tell, stories sell. Okay. The story is what really helps people get past their own fears, their own obstacles, their own doubts, and helps them feel inspiration.
Yeah, so I go from the stories. It's like I talk about you. I talk about the other you, meaning the psoriasis part. I talk about weight. Carlos, I think it is the diabetic guy. I talk about the guy who lost the 203
Carl.
pound.
Oh yeah, Carl. Yeah. And so that's the thing, is we want to equip you with lots of stories. And I don't know if we've done that yet for Jamil, but yeah.
The whole thing with the acne with that lady. So I say I mention different conditions, and at one point it clicked to them like the power of the ULT. When they get the power of the ULT, they want to purchase it. I'm not. I don't need to make a sale. Okay. So how do I get it? And if they don't say it, I say, okay. So let's. Do you want to get started on it?
Great. So one thing I want to also add in is a very easy phrase, which is like, based on everything that that you've got going on, I recommend. That's like really easy verbiage. Based on everything
Yeah.
you've got going on, I really recommend a liver cleanse. And this is one that I have seen have many wonderful effects for other people. And it's a 90-day protocol. And then you can go from there.
Yeah, simple and powerful, and yeah, it doesn't have to be lengthy. It just, yeah. When I removed the whole concept of trying to sell somebody something, this is when it took off. It's like I truly believe that Purim is really helping people. I see it. I see it on me. I see it in Rivka. I see it in my friends and my patients, and so it removed the doubt. And when that happened, it's like I want to help you. This is how I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
And
Become
the
invincible.
word, yeah, and the worst thing that they can say is like, you know what? Not this month. I'm not sure. I'm doing another cleanse. Maybe after I finish this cleanse, sure, no problem.
Yeah. And so people are paying you, a good amount of money probably to see you to begin with, right?
Correct.
And so they're already like ready to, they already know that like my health costs money and I'm willing to invest that money in my health.
Yeah.
Like how much,
Another,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, another thing that I say, for example, like if I see a person, um, and I say, one of the ways to help you is if the acupuncture treatment is not holding, it's because you have stressors in your body. And the best way to get rid of the stressors is through doing a cleanse. And let me recommend this cleanse for you.
There you go. And you
Because,
said, so
yeah,
antibiotics there, you said they have the stress of antibiotics they've been taking. Is that what you said?
it can be antibiotics. It can be they took the shots. It can be that they have heavy metals. They have chemicals. They have all kinds of things like that.
Yeah, and
Like
this
I
is
have,
all of that.
yeah, I have somebody who worked as a mechanic for American Airline for 30 years, and she's feeling better after the treatment, but it doesn't hold. She's feeling better after the treatment, but then a week later, she's not so good.
Yeah,
And since she started the cleanse, it's holding.
nice,
She's feeling better.
nice. Was she on insulin or anything?
No, no. Just it was a stupid mistake. She used to go to the doctor every 6 months to get a shot in her neck for pain relief, and they would
Pain?
inject her neck and for pain, yeah, and
Oh, pain.
yeah, and it's like an epidural or something like that, and then she would be good for 6 months, and that was going on for a long time, and then one time they nicked her spine and they paralyzed her,
Oh, wow.
and then she flatlined, so they had to revive her, and then she was completely paralyzed for a few hours, and then she started moving her toes, and things started to come back. And she's been in therapy for 2 years, and she's still walking a little bit like a duck, and have some neuropathy. The whole area where they revived her, like the paddles, it it created some sort of numbness in her left side.
Wow.
So things are starting to come back now since she's been on the Purium.
Okay. I think I thought you had said something about diabetes and I just misheard. So she didn't, that's why I asked if she was on insulin, but it was a neuropathy thing and some pain and stuff like that. And so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So the thing about neuropathy is it's usually shingles. It's usually like some form of like a herpetic virus that's causing the neuropathy. And the virus itself, like those pathogens are actually nibbling at the nerves, causing all that discomfort or weirdness or like numbness or pain. It can, whichever way it's manifesting. And so what this does is it cleans those pathogens out, right? It kills the pathogens and it cleans the liver because the liver is going to store as many pathogens and viruses. It's going to try to trap all that stuff, right? It's going to trap the pathogens. It also will trap adrenaline. If there's excess adrenaline from like a trauma, from a traumatic accident, it's corrosive adrenaline. It will pack that adrenaline inside itself. It'll like take all the toxins out of the body, including excess hormonal things like norepinephrine. So this is really an opportunity to like, so for the neuropathy, this is going to help kill off the pathogens and obviously reduce inflammation. And it's all the different products work together. The tart cherry reduces inflammation. It reduces, and the biomedic reduces C-reactive protein, the bioinflammatory marker, which is caused by the removal of glyphosate, that lowers the CRP. There's a correlation between those two. And then it also heals, it also helps rebuild the gut, which we all know, like the gut is also related to pain and inflammation. So it helps reduce inflammation through that way. The greens are very alkalizing. That is very anti-inflammatory and can help reduce discomfort and pain and numbness. So like the alkalizing, the detoxing, the liver cleansing, and the parasite removal, like those four things are going to like help your people with neuropathy for sure. And then it's a money back guarantee, right? It's like, and if it doesn't work, don't worry, you can get your money back. They're a really good company. It's a money back guarantee. If you're not happy with it, if it doesn't, if you're worried, if you're concerned about results and you're not sure, just know that there's really no risk. And then if you have patients who are like struggling with finances and they're like, well, I don't know if I can afford it. You just remind them, say, this is going to be in place of your groceries. Like you're literally replacing your groceries. So I don't want you to think of this as an investment. This is just your food you're going to buy instead of that food. So you're going to buy these for lunch instead of that for lunch. And so most people, this is going to save them money. You can tell them that. You can say, like, this might actually save you money. You know, I don't know how much, ask them how much you spend on a meal. This could be helpful for you financially because this is going to be less than the cost of a meal.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? For $6, if they do the ULT, it's like, or the ULT plus immune, even that's like $6.50. So it's $6 for the immune, it's $6.50 for the immune plus, the ULT plus immune. $6.50 twice a day. That covers your meals and your supplements twice a day. You're going to get all your protein and everything from this. And it's going to make you feel so much better. You'll probably notice you'll have more energy. People report more energy. And then you also wanted to tell them 3 stories. 3 stories. 3 is like a magic number in this business, right? We always work in the power of 3 like we are right now. There's always like 3 people on a call. We got the power of 3 in terms of like always 3 stories. So I wanted to show you a few stories. Did we share with you this last time? Did you see these stories last time? Did I show you any pictures? Okay. So this is my friend Chris. He's on the team. These are all team members. Everyone you're going to see is a team member. Okay. And he lost 200 pounds in 1 year.
Wow.
One of the ways he did that is because it just totally clipped his cravings. Because when you alkalize the body, you literally stop having cravings for anything that's acidic. So his cravings went away. He lost 200 pounds. And he was like, wow, my roommate made pizza. I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even want any, which was really amazing for him. This is Carl. This is who Isaac was just talking about. So Carl was diabetic in the first picture. And 90 days later, he's 60 pounds down and no longer diabetic.
Wow. That's
part
awesome.
part of that is from reducing fats, because fat is what causes diabetes. Everyone blames sugar, everyone blames the potato, but it's the fat. The fat causes insulin resistance. Let's see, let me find some more. This is a guy, Mark. He had basically lost, before he started, he had hypertension, he was on different medications, and he had erectile dysfunction. And all of that went away within his first 30 days. But remember, like the 90-day protocol is what creates long-lasting habitual changes. So a person who just does 30 days, they may go back, they may end up sliding back after 30 days. But like, after they've been doing it for a couple months, now they're in the habit of eating a certain way, and it's easier to maintain that. This is a woman who had chemo poisoning of the liver. And so she had terrible eczema from after her chemo, and then did this protocol, and then now her skin's normal.
That's amazing.
Right? And so this is somebody after a year of doing this products, and she has no scars on her face. Her skin is beautifully smooth. And acne is a form of strep, which is the bacteria. And so the bacteria strep ends up wreaking havoc, and a lot of people struggle to get rid of acne, and no matter what they do. And this helps her in a year. And then there's another woman who's on my team who she did it in 2 months. That was only 2 months. She was an esthetician, and she was very embarrassed about her skin while she was working on people, but managed to conquer it. This is my friend Soli, who had ulcers all over her lips and couldn't wear lipstick. And so there she is, just within 30 days. That's 30 days later. Here's a friend of mine. She's also on the team. All these people are on the team. She lost 80 pounds in 1 year. And she lost the weight before she started working out. Once she lost weight, then she had all this energy and she felt good. And then she started working out. And then now she owns a gym. She bought a gym, and now she's a gym owner.
Wow.
So all these pictures are on your app. They're on the boards app under, go ahead and look at your app and look at, let's see. So
You mean in the,
yeah, in the Team Alchemy resources.
okay,
So you'll notice there's 3 red flags. And then after the 3 red flags, I feel like they should be green flags, but well, there are 3 red flags. And then you'll see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the steps of the business. So step 1 is inquire. It's like ask questions. And then step 2 is inspire. So those are where all the stories are. So it says inspire before and after.
okay, hang on. I just got to the Alchemy resources
Oh, sorry.
page.
I went too fast.
So where am I looking?
So under the red flags, you'll see steps. You'll see 0 through 4. Those are all steps. You'll see the number 2 twice. But
Oh, okay, yeah,
step 1 is inquire. It's like ask questions, right? To find out
okay.
what their needs are. And then
Mhm.
number 2, step 2 in the business is inspire. So if you click that open, you're going to see all those before and after pictures in here,
Okay,
plus some stories written. Those are all in there.
okay. Oh, and then this to be the inspire is for
For the business.
the business folks.
Yeah. So anybody
Okay.
you're prospecting with the business. And so those are some business transformation stories. So again, there's stories. There's stories of people who've,
Got it.
you know,
Yeah,
had transformations in their business.
okay.
So this is how you help clients, right? Patients,
Mhm.
clients, it's like inspiring them with these stories. But we could also do a whole conversation about finding brand partners, which is really what's going to help move you the fastest, so that you can start getting to other ranks, which I'll show you here.
Mhm.
We're kind of going over a lot. I don't usually go over this much because I don't want to, I like kind of like to give bite-sized pieces, but we'll go over some of this stuff again in the future. Wait, what was I going to show you? Oh yeah,
You're saying brand partners.
that's right. I'm gonna go into the boards. What we want to do is look at the fast start again. Actually, share is your screen still up? Do you still have that screen? You can share your screen.
Me?
Yeah.
Um, this one?
Mhm. There you go. So before we move into this, I just wanted to review that the magic phrase is based on everything that's going on with you. I recommend that you do this 90-day protocol that will detox your liver. It's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And it's a company I trust. And it's not a fast. You're not going to get hungry, right? It's like, this is something that's going to help curb cravings and it'll help you eat right. Because are you an acupuncturist too?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you're like, there's only, I can do a lot with acupuncture, but you also got to get your nutrition dialed in.
Yeah.
And so this is going to help you eat well. And it's going to cleanse your liver, which is like the root of a lot of your problems. But yeah, just the keywords is like, I recommend. This is what I recommend.
Okay.
And then see what they say. And then if they're like, okay, well, how much? Then you can tell them it's $12, $12 a day, which is $6.50 is going to like replace a meal and your supplements twice a day. That's actually $13 a day. And it comes out to be about $360 per month. But this is your groceries. Remember, this is your groceries. This is your eating. This is 60 of your 90 meals in the month. And so
Okay.
get that across. It's like, okay. So I just wanted to review that. And then you can also show them pictures and tell them 3 stories.
Okay.
I recommend share 3 stories. You can recommend it first and then share 3 stories before you ever get to the price. The price is last. So you get them like, because a person literally in their mind buys the product as soon as they get the value. In their mind, they're like, I'm going to get that no matter what. And then once you give them the price, now it's a matter of like, okay, well, now I just have to figure out how to like that. Am I going to put it on a credit card? Am I going to borrow money? Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you have any questions about any of those things?
No, that's great. That's actually really what I was looking for on this call. Kind of like, how does Isaac talk to people? How do you share it with people? That was what I was hoping to get out of this call. So that's great.
Beautiful. Okay, great.
Yeah. And the I'll spend some time on the 0 through 4, the storyboard and or you know, the app boards,
Yeah.
0 through 4. I'll take a look at that.
Yeah, good. There is one other thing on the boards that I'll show you in a moment, but I just wanted to show you that, like, when you get to director, another way you can get to director is if you have two people, two brand partners that are on your team and they get to consultant. Because remember, every consultant you have under you is 1,000 points.
Okay.
And when you get to diamond, you're going to need 3 consultants. That's the structure. So go ahead and click the right button and let's look at executive. So executive is $1,000 bonus. So next month you can get, you have all of this. You could get to executive this month, or you could get to executive next month. But next month is your last month to hit executive, and
Mhm.
that'll give you 1,000. Actually, when did he enroll? Do you know when you enrolled?
I don't know.
Isaac will find out.
It's been 3 weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks. So then
At
it was
least.
probably, so it was, okay, so it was last month. So last month was your first month, So this is your second month. So this is the month you get to director. And then next month's your third month, which is the executive month. So you can do it faster, but they give you until your third month to get to executive to get $1,000 bonus.
Okay.
And after that, it's 500. You still get a bonus no matter what.
Okay.
So executive is 6,000 points. And so the easiest way to get to executive is to have 3 people on your team get to director. And then
So then I have to have 3 brand partners.
yeah, and that's really the structure for the whole business is 3 brand partners. And so I would focus on finding people, give us a list of people that you would love to work with, that you would be like, oh, these would be great people on my team. Other people who have who might be carrying, who might want to carry products like you guys do, who might want to, like, a lot of people work with standard process and then they find Purium, they're like, oh, this is way better. So anyone who might carry something like standard process, those would be great people to talk to.
Okay.
Not to say that they must be carrying a standard process, because ideally they're not, but like those are great people to reach out to. And then also just anybody who you think who would like to make more income, who would like, the benefit of a residual income, who might be wanting to retire, people who are like sick of their job or just looking for another thing. I was a wedding photographer. I was like so burnt out. I'm like, I'm done. I never want to see a camera again. And so when I heard that somebody was making $20,000 a month in this business, I said, well, that'll replace my wedding photography. So let's do this,
Yeah.
And I was like, great, I can like do it from anywhere. I can like do it from my computer. That's awesome. Like, hey, hell yeah, let's sign me up.
And no
We
more
started was
bridezillas.
What was that?
April 22nd.
Okay, thank you. What did
I
you say,
said,
Danielle?
no more bridezillas.
Seriously, I was like, done. I did the most beautiful wedding shoot. Oh my God. This bride was drop dead gorgeous. Okay. She was like mixed Eurasian. And her pictures came out so beautiful. They were published in Brides Magazine. I got her like a huge layout in the magazine. I wrote this beautiful article along with it. And she was like, I don't like any of my pictures. And I was like, is she just trying to get her money back? Like, what is this? Like, what do you mean you don't like her pictures? They were selected to Brides Magazine. Like, they're the most beautiful pictures. And she just had an issue with, she was raised with her mom always telling her she had a horrible smile. And so she didn't
Oh,
smile in any of the pictures because she was like scared to smile.
yeah.
And like, I don't like the pictures. And so, yeah, I was just like, man, that's something I don't have control over,
Right.
self-esteem. That's just beyond my control, self-esteem.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, I'm like, I'm done. But no, I enjoyed that. But I really, I get so much more satisfaction out of this because I'm seeing people's lives change, which is,
Yeah.
things beautiful and it's fun, but like seeing a person's whole life change, and especially because I did Ayurveda for a while, I was Ayurveda practitioner, and I just wasn't getting results that fast,
Mm.
and I'm like, this is so much faster, and it's just like, it feels so good once you start seeing those come in, and you start seeing like we were on a call with Terry yesterday, who's also a new brand partner on Isaac's team, and he's a basketball coach, and dude, his story, like, Isaac was freaking out. He's like, I did not know any of this stuff. Like this guy
Wow.
never told us his story, but he did the protocol, and then he went from Isaac, tell a story.
The guy, he's a professional coach, but he
Like for
started
the D
getting
League,
sick.
like for D League people,
Yeah, D
almost
League,
NBA.
which is like people who are going to NBA,
Yeah.
and he uh started getting sicker and sicker, high blood pressure, high pulse, high cholesterol, and then he started coughing, and shortness of breath. He cannot breathe. He just can't catch his breath. He stopped coaching for the last 6 years. Inhalers. He's been like in the hospital few times trying to figure out what's going on. They have no diagnosis, and then they somehow figure it out. It was some sort of a pulmonary condition, heart pulmonary condition. Put him on Humira and prednisone and stuff like that, and which helped him to manage. But he say he had to plan naps, daily naps, so he can survive the day.
Mm.
Coffee and daily naps. I mean, the guy, he cannot run, he cannot exercise, and he loves exercising, he loves running, he loves coaching, and it
Mhm.
just was so sad. I can't play with my granddaughter. He says since they started the Purium, within 2 weeks, he lost like I think 10 or 12 pounds,
18,
and
18 pounds. No,
18.
yeah.
Yeah, he lost 18 pounds. The blood pressure got normal. He started catching his breath. He started doing some workout, and then one of his coaches kind of wasn't feeling well one day, and after 6 years on never no coaching, he said, "Let me help you out," and he went on the court and started coaching. And so this is very moving.
He couldn't even run. He couldn't run. He couldn't, like, he's with these like
Yeah,
teenagers, right? And he's supposed to teach them how to be in the NBA, and he couldn't even like run on the court with them. He hadn't been on the court for 3 years. That's another important fact to keep, Isaac. For 3 years, no, 6 years, he hadn't been on the court.
6 years. Yeah,
He hadn't even been on the court. Like he hadn't even played. And he's a coach. And then he did Purium, and like in the first 2 weeks, he finally suddenly wanted to be on the court. He like was like out there with the kids.
That's awesome.
And then part of it was because he couldn't breathe. He was having like major lung issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you start collecting these stories, man, your confidence is going to go up, and you're going to be like selling these like hotcakes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So we just
Cool.
need to get we need to get your first 3 good stories. Like once you get those first 3 people going and you start hearing the testimonials come in, you're gonna be like, okay, I got this. Like revive, let's do this, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool.
So executive, like if you have 3 people hit director and you don't sell anything, you've got executive. So that's just an easy way. But you can also do it all. You could also just enroll 4 people and then just like, sell a lot. But again, one of the formulas to executive is if you don't have brand partners, if you sell 3 90 days or 3 ultimate lifestyle transformations per week for 1 month, you're going to get that 500 bonus point every week. So that will be executive points. So, Isaac, you got to executive your 2nd week, and now you're in your 2nd month.
yes.
So right now, all those people, how many people do you think you enrolled last month?
Last month, I think it was 12.
So all those 12 enrollments are going to come in again this month, right? So those 12 enrollments times 300 so that's going to be, sorry, I'm really bad at math.
3,600.
3,600.
Okay, so that's already 3,600 points, just those people that you've already enrolled. So if you do another 12 this month, then that would keep you at executive.
I
Right.
already am on executive.
Right, and you're already executive and you're halfway through the month. So you're halfway to diamond. And diamond is another $1,000 bonus that you're going to get.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you that story if you have a minute.
Which one?
I went to see a patient who he he saw another patient of mine that she had neuropathy, and I gave her the ULT. She started taking it, and he saw her 2 weeks later and said, "What are you doing?" And she started telling me what she's doing. He said, "You look so much better. You sound better. You da 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 da." So she told him about me, and he wanted me to come and see him. Went to see him in his house, and he brought his brother, and his brother was a trainer at. Do you know the Hippocrates Institute
Hippocrates, yeah.
in Florida? Hippocrates Institute. They're very famous for helping people with all kinds of degenerative disease, cancer, and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Long story short, they grilled me over on the products and what it is and all of that, and then his brother looked at me and he said, "Wow, that is brilliant. You basically, what you guys did, you took all the live food that people need to take
Yeah.
and you encapsulated it."
It made it really easy for everyone to take, so there's no problem.
Exactly,
Nothing to think about it.
and more potent. And his jaw dropped when he got it. He was like, "Wow, that's amazing." Because
Right.
he's growing all his stuff, he's sprouting all kind of stuff. He said, "I can help you with that, but it will take me 3 weeks to grow it."
Wow. That's amazing. That's so cool. I want to show
Yeah.
you guys really quick. Wait, I'm gonna come off of my screen because I'm like making food for our camping while I'm doing this because I want to show you guys something. Oh, and then okay, so one more. So go to a diamond. Go one more to diamond. And now you see it's 15,000 points. So if you have two people at executive, you're already there. You're like two people at executive and you get to, and then you have like your own points.
Mm-hmm.
One person at executive and another person, two people at director, and you're at director, and then you have your points. Like that's how you get to diamond. So
Okay.
really it's all about enrolling other people.
Yeah.
Just remember, like the reason David Sandoval chose this model of network marketing is because he knew it could grow faster and help more people faster. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
if I light your candle, like he says, if I had a candle and I tried to light everyone's candle in this room, my candle would be melted and I'd have no more candle left by the time I got to all these 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just light the first row of 3 people, and then they light 3 people, and those people light 3 people, and then we'll have the whole room lit and no one will have a melted candle. No one will be burnt
Yeah.
out. No one will be burnt
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So this is how I have 5,000 or 15,000 people in my organization.
Wow.
So what you want to do, and Isaac can also help you with this and talk to you about how he's done it, is just like reach out to people, you know, and tell them Isaac's story, like this doctor reached out to me and he's building a team and I'm building a team with him and we found this, this company that, it's like, or you don't even have to tell them what it is, just say like, I want to tell you about, an opportunity. That could be really helpful in retirement plan that could work really well with your clinic or your whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac, give us some verbiage.
Well, I can just copy paste what I told Jamil. I said that I'm looking into retirement and I'm looking to have free time. I'm frustrated because every time I need to go to Israel or to take a trip for 2 weeks, nobody is paying for my 2 weeks, and it puts me about 2 to 3 months behind in debt, and it's just so frustrating that I can't almost cannot take time off. I do, but it puts us in the red. Anyway, so what I told Jamil is that I'm building a team, and his name came first to me because I know Jamil for a long time through the Sufi University, and we did together medical qigong. We hang out a lot, and I love him. And I thought it will be so much fun to work with somebody with his knowledge. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to the standard process stuff. He did incredible stuff for my wife, and it really inspired both my wife and my sister-in-law to take it, and they are flourishing with it. So when I approached him, I say, you know, with Purium, with the standard process, if tomorrow you stop selling to your patient, that's it, you're done. There's no income from it. But if with Purium, if you start growing it, there is income from it, even if you stop for a month.
That's so great. I didn't even know you were using standard process. I was using that as an example, and you're actually, and it's all, you know, and I know it helps a lot of people. But that's so interesting. So yeah, you probably know other people who sell standard process.
Yeah.
So you can go with them for the same thing. I mean, it took me 18 months to build my business to 2-star crown or 1-star crown, which is $15,000 a month. Tracy, who was a mortgage broker, she took 8 months. It took her 8 months to build to that.
Wow.
I helped a friend of mine who she wasn't even in nutrition. She was a wedding planner. So she started like me. She was a wedding planner. She was, you know, stay-home mom during COVID. And she was like, I just need something. I'm going crazy. Like I need to do something important and interesting, you know? And so she did this. And within 3 months, she was making $10,000 a month. And within 4 or 5 months, she hit Black Diamond. And she stayed. Black Diamond is like a pretty high rank like that. The average Black Diamond probably makes around $9,000 a month, but she had so many people enrolling that she was making actually more. And she got to Black Diamond, and go ahead and look at Black Diamond so you can just see. So you're at Diamond. So go to Black Diamond. She had 4 brand partners, and she got 4 brand partners. So within 4 or 5 months, she got to 75,000 points there with a team of 4 people. And that's really how this goes. And that's what we're going to do, is, you know, find you some brand partners and people like you know.
Yeah.
And it's great if you tell us. And so then this is when you tell a business story. You know, you can talk about like I said, you can mention, you know, how your friend Dr. Isaac has been building a team, and you're building a team with him, and like there's just a real opportunity. And just you can use the same verbiage he did. You can copy paste that same thing about I can't, if I take a break, that's it. I gotta like save for months before I can take a break for a few months.
Right.
Yeah, and the bonuses, you know, when I saw that you can make $3,000 the first 3 months, I jumped on it. And I already made the bonus, not in commission, bonuses, 1,700. So, and I'm looking to do by the end of this month, I'm hoping to get to diamond, and that's another 1,000.
Very cool.
So I'm going to show you something. You can go ahead and unshare your screen now, because now you get the idea. You can keep going back and looking at this whenever you want to know, like, what's my structure, or how many points do I need?
Yeah.
And you know, every month you're going to have more and more people who are joining your team, and so that's going to bring in more points. It's just going to happen like that.
Yeah.
I want to show you a weight loss food. Oh wait, hold on. This is what I'm making for a camping trip. Hang on. Let's see. Let me get rid of my background. Okay. You'll never believe it, but see all those smashed potatoes?
Yeah.
With like garlic and garlic salt and chili, and we're gonna put some hot sauce on that. I made that without oil. It's all browned and nice and crispy, and that helps people lose weight.
What?
Yep, it's a weight loss food. One time I ate just potatoes for 4 days, and I lost 6 pounds. Most people don't expect that, but again, everyone blames the potato, but it's the fat. The fat is what causes people to lose weight. I mean, to not be able to process the sugar from starches. That's why if you're doing carnivore diet, you can't have, you know, any carbs, because there's so much fat, it will block it from getting into the system. So the only way you can get your sugar, because you need to have sugar, right? Your body lives on sugar. Sugar is actually the fuel for our livers It's a fuel for our neurotransmitters. It's a fuel for our brains.
Yeah.
But the only way to actually like get the body to use sugar is to remove the fats. So that's why it's like you either have to be all in on carnivore, or you have to be all in on like, you know, eating lots of, you know, this stuff without the fat.
And it has no oil whatsoever?
Nope. Bake it at 420 for 20 minutes. Or for 40, how long was that?
44.
About 44.
I tried 44 minutes and 44 seconds,
Okay.
420.
Did you boil it? Did you boil it first?
No, I just put it right in the oven, baked it, and then I take a glass and I smash it once it's baked and I smash it down, I put in all my seasonings, I turn them over, and then I do it again for like another, like just long enough to get it crispy again. So like another 15 or 20 minutes.
Amazing.
So,
The diet.
and then once in a while, because again, we don't want fat and there's still fat in vegan cheese, but these are really good. So if you every once in a while want to indulge, I use diet cheese, and a quarter cup is only 7 grams of fat. That's not that bad. And it's made from coconut oil. And so I'll just sprinkle, I'm going to sprinkle after that kind of cooks for a minute, I'm going to sprinkle this on there and I'm going to put it in there again. So it'll be crispy with vegan cheese.
Mm.
Because one of the problems with dairy is that dairy is not alkaline. And it also, the dairy protein feeds all the pathogens. It feeds the Epstein-Barr virus, it feeds streptococcus, it feeds all the different pathogens and even mold. So the way to basically, I lost my train of thought. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So we're like basically like just doing like a full on like, you know, resetting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to do that too. Because in Ayurveda it was like, eat ghee, have more, you know, it's like, and then when I finally, but that didn't get me well. Ayurveda didn't get me well either. So I still use Ayurvedic principles in my practice, but I am like completely transformed in terms of like, I had to like really unlearn and relearn a lot of things because I was like, why did this work? You know, how
Mm.
come my thing didn't work? All this, and then it turns out, oh, well, you know, the autoimmune theory is a theory. The eat right for your type theory is a theory. I'm an O positive. I have not eaten meat for like 8 years and I'm completely not anemic anymore. I was anemic eating meat and now I'm not eating meat and now I'm not anemic.
Wow.
So it totally blew my mind. Like I was believing all that stuff. And now I'm like healthier than I ever was. I've won several, you know, championships. You know, I got incredible energy like tomorrow, or like we're gonna go on this hike tomorrow. We're gonna, I don't know how many, my boyfriend like hikes like 100 miles at a time. Like he does way more than I can do. And he's on this Purium. He loves this stuff. We just like champ it out. I'm 51, he's 49. And we literally like, we're just energizer bunnies, like just running all over these mountains, running all over this. This is our backyard.
Oh, sweet.
So we just run on that range. That's our like,
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
my God, that's amazing.
that's
That's
what we
Where
do
are
for
you?
fun.
Where is that? Where is that?
This is Northern California. This is called Hidden Valley Lake. So I'm like
Mhm.
about 2 hours northeast of San Francisco.
Okay.
About like wine country. I'm near Calistoga where they make wine. All the vineyards. That's where I live.
Yeah.
Except there's no vineyards around here. Not in this particular area.
Hey, Isaac, is that near the land?
It's near where Ibrahim used to live, Sebastopol.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And you're 51?
Yep.
Get the out of here.
Purium, baby.
Oh,
We're gonna live, we're all gonna live forever now. We're gonna be like having these 3-way Zooms where we'll be like 120. Actually, by then we'll be like on the holodeck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we'll be like beaming you up, Scotty. Like, okay, let's go hang out in the
Yeah.
flying saucer and I'll meet you up there.
Yeah, right. Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. I probably should go and say hello to my wife. I
I
just
know,
walked in the
right? Don't
door
keep
and
hanging.
just
Go
yeah.
give her a hug.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great talking
Thank you
to
so
you.
much. Enjoy your camping trip. Have
Thank
fun.
you. You're
And,
welcome. I'll
Ju-
send over the food, send them the YouTube videos with my cooking shows. So you can learn how to eat and enjoy your food.
Cool. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
cool. All right, take care, you guys.
I'm gonna be enjoying some potatoes, I'll tell you that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Me too.
Potatoes.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.
Ciao, everyone.
Bye.